All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back again. It's your boy Crypto Wolf, and today I got something interesting for you. I've been wanting to do this for a little bit, basically kept forgetting about it, but today we're going to do it. It's going to be the battle of the ciphers. Market Cipher versus, well, all the fake market ciphers, or at least a bunch of them that I found. And let's get into it. Real quick, if you've never seen these memes, they seem very appropriate for this situation here. The Instagram versus real life. You're about to see the real market cipher versus the fake one, and yeah, very relevant there. But what do you think, real or fake? No, I was talking about something else. Quote of the day: imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. So we might be starting off a little cocky here, but once you see what I'm talking about, you'll know what I mean. It's not terribly impressive. Real quick update on Bitcoin. You know, all day we've just been bouncing around between these two golden pockets. If you're wondering where those golden pockets came from, first one is on a fib retracement from the high up here to the low down here. I had it on this one at one point, but then I had it like off the screen, so I just went to that. I'm like, you know what? It worked out fairly well. Although I bet you if I pull it down here, it's not terribly different. I kind of like it better even. And I deleted the other one, but the other one was from this high to, I believe, like this low down here, because I did it on a smaller time frame here. I think I went from like that high to this low, or that low to this high. It was one of the two, but we had another golden pocket up here. And for the most part, all day, we just, you know, kept bouncing around inside there. Just recently punched down through and came right back up. But let's get into it. As you can see, we have the one and only Market Cipher B right there for you, looking right at it. But what is this? What is this thing here? What is this abomination? As you can tell, it is not exactly a great replica. It's called Cipher B Free. You know, not terribly imaginative either, but we do have a little VWAP in here, the yellow waves, and it is remotely close. If you look at our VWAP up here, I mean, it's a little bit delayed. See, like, look where the bottom is right here, and then follow that down. You know, it's off by a couple candles. This guy here, a little bit closer, still a little bit lagging. And you can tell that, you know, the strength of the moves is oftentimes different. Like, you get these little tiny waves right here. And yeah, these are small, but, you know, you're pulling up to, what is this? Almost 9. This guy's only going to 5. So I imagine the way they are being calculated is at least different enough. And then you look at these momentum waves, and as you could tell, they did try to do the double waves, just how we have the light one and the dark one. But certainly different. You know, you get the same general kind of moves, but, you know, very much sharper, less defined. Whereas here you can see we have these clear little lobes up here on the wave. All three of them. Down here you have a little bit of a curve, and I can't even tell if there's a curve there because it's covered up with these gigantic dots. Gigantic dots. Now obviously they are doing these at the same point whenever VWAP crosses the 0 line. But they are certainly ungainly and large, and it blocks out and I imagine I haven't even looked at the settings yet. Yeah, I'm sure I could attempt to figure out what is what and adjust the colors a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit more transparent. But then it does this little connect the dots thing as well, which is kind of just annoying. You know, if you're over here watching and trying to get some precision in what you're looking at, these straight lines just tend to cover stuff up more than anything. Between that and the dots. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think, I mean, I suppose, you know, especially if you can't afford Market Cipher, it could be a, you know, it could be the kiddie version a little bit. I would say it's better than nothing. But, you know, imitated, never duplicated. But that's not all. Oh, no, 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 no. That is not all. Now, obviously, I have not seen, a DBSI duplicate, at least yet. So let's turn that off. We'll clear up a little bit of space here to make sure I don't delete everything like an idiot like yesterday. And you can see we have a imitation Market Cipher A. And it throws this basic ribbon on here. Now, if I turn regular A back on, you can see the two ribbon lines that are on my Market Cipher A. And the blue one here is the same, you know, as the tight band on the ribbon. But the yellow one is certainly different. And you can tell that the symbols are different. Now it puts the triangles below the candles, which is okay. I don't know. I'm so used to this way that it's just odd to me. But you can tell we don't have the little yellow diamonds. So there's without. We do have some little green dots, little red X's. You know, I'm not seeing the blood diamonds. And you know, it's interesting. This chart, some of these triangles actually do line up. I think, what the heck chart was that on? Yeah, I was over here on the 10-minute and it was like 50-50. Whether they line up in the same spot or not. Little green dot lined up. No little red diamonds. Definitely no blood diamonds and absolutely no yellow X's. That's for sure. Nor did I expect to see any. But I do believe there is one, at least one, Market Cipher imitator that attempted to do the yellow, you know, whale move / manipulation X's. All right, let's get that guy off there because we actually do have more that we can look at. So let's see, that was these two guys right here, Market Cipher A free version, Market Cipher B free version with buy and sell. Apparently these dots are buy and sell signals. Major word of caution on that one. I am very, 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 very skeptical of buy and sell signals. Now what do we got here? Market Cipher B, anchor, trigger, waves, and divergences. Little ungainly of a name there. Let's turn off our regular A. Yeah, I fail to see the resemblance. We just got these little These little notes here. We got an A. We got an A and a T. A and T. A and T. So I'm assuming A is anchor. T is trigger. I don't see anything talking about divergences on here. Oh, wait, holy cow. Here we go. What do we got here? Bullish divergence. Kind of a strange way to draw the line, but okay, you know, technically this price is higher than this. Let's see. Well, yeah, Market Cipher B was not showing it there. Was showing it here. So it's almost a little day late and a dollar short, but you know, in the overall scheme of things, it eventually did go up. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we got a couple. Let's see. So it's saying bullish divergence right here. Well, how is it a bullish divergence if we have a higher low? It's not really divergence. It's just bullisher. And I don't know what the hell this is. Bullish divergence. Yeah. Probably not. Probably just, you know, this bearish divergence, at least it went down afterward. It's actually in reality more like a little double top between these two right here. But, you know, talking about anchor waves and trigger waves, you kind of need like the part B down here to really be saying that. So let's see. Okay, so it's saying A right here. So it's saying anchor wave. Well, there's a big old no wave. Anchor and trigger. Not really. Unless you're trying to say that it just happened. Okay, let's go on the assumption maybe it just happened, even though that would mean both of these just happened. But so if this were, that's just so confusing. All right. Let's go up here. Let's say it's saying that this was an anchor wave. Well, not really. This one went deeper. But this one's an anchor wave too. Okay. And this one's an anchor wave too. No, wait. Oh, we changed our mind. Nope, that one's a trigger wave. Well, okay. Not really, because it just kept going down. So yeah, I am not putting any stock into this mishmash of little semi-unreadable post-it notes on here. So let's get rid of that. Let's keep going. So we have our regular market ciphers. And we have Fu Manchu Cipher A. Interesting. So we have our ribbon. Let's see. You know, it doesn't have the yellow moving average there. But we've got the ribbon. Changes colors. Okay, so that's not exactly anything special. I mean, you can get that on your regular EMA ribbon. Just standard indicator. But we do have some blood diamonds. Triangles on top. Little red X's. Oh my gosh, look at this. Little yellow diamonds, little red diamonds. Dare I expect... Nope, no yellow X's. This is definitely the closest. So let's see how it matches up here. Just gonna pick a random spot. Okay, it's off a little bit. Close. You know, we've got some similar yellow diamonds here and there. Missed a blood diamond right there. Let's see if there was one. Let's turn these on. Let's turn this off. Yeah, caught the blood diamond there. Added a few more triangles in there. It is certainly the closest. Oh, okay, we got a red dot in addition. seems a little bit superfluous. You know, it looks like it's coming after either, I don't want to say, it's not necessarily always coming after a blood diamond, but it is coming after a red X. Or even, yeah, red X or a red diamond. You know, off by one candle over here on a lot of the triangles. Well, Mr. Fu Manchu, or Vu Manchu, my apologies, sir. You know, you got closer than most. I will give you that. Oh my gosh, wait, what is this? What is this? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. You ready for this? Did you catch it? That's a yellow X. Now, it's not in the same spot. It didn't pick up those yellow X's, I don't think. Hold on, let's... Nope, no, it didn't. Whose is that? Oh, shit, okay. Got them both in the same spot on that one. My. Well, somebody's either ripping off code or did a really good job of mimicking. Well, very interesting, Mr. VMC Cipher A. That kind of makes me curious then. What is Vu Manchu B going to look like? Okay, that's interesting. Now the RSIs are definitely different. Matter of fact, we're just gonna blow this up here a little bit. So we've got some money flow waves. It's a little different. I don't think I've seen a close money flow wave on another imitator. It's not exactly the same, but it is close. There's little differences. Let's see, VWAP. VWAP is actually very close as well. Not exactly, but very, very close. Look at this, even got the little, that little divot, that little dip in the bottom of that one. Definitely the closest I've seen. Kind of makes you wonder. So, okay, so we're also calling out divergences apparently. So, let's see. How did it play out? So, bullish divergence here. Yeah. We got bearish divergence. We got between here and here. Yeah, okay. Saying some bearishness there, yeah. Up here, most likely, yep. You know, a lot of times when you get these little kind of double, triple top momentum waves, quite often is a divergence. Now this is interesting. So we've got some small red dots and some big red dots. Little stars up here in space. Oh, did I get rid of that other one already? Let's bring that other one back, see how they work together. Let's see if we can figure these out. So we got a red diamond. No, not on that dot. Yeah, the VWAP crossover dots are still little guys down here. Could potentially be the opposite of like a big green dot, with the big green dots being like a bottom indicator. Could be a top indicator. Now, the difference between a small one and a big one, I do not know. Looks like they're yellow down here. But we have little ones. Okay, we got a green too. Well, I'm not gonna lie. It's damn close. It is damn close. And, you know, I will be honest about something if I see it. So, let's see. I thought we had this guy too. Whoops, ran out of space. So let's ditch this. We'll ditch this. Where did it go? Okay, this is one similar to what I've seen before as well. And obviously it is not, you know, altogether the same. We do have some money flows. You know, not the exact same, but similar. Trying to see, take a look at like some money flow divergences happening. Here we go. Yeah, still shows up a little bit. You know, quite similar. Now, obviously, this one doesn't have the RSIs or the VWAP. It's just momentum and money flow waves. Where we got little buy signals. Ugh. All right, where are you saying to buy here? Saying to buy, buy right there, huh? Just before the last leg of the dip. That would have made Jack a dull boy. All right, buy right here. Not terrible pullback afterward, but not exactly a great time to buy either. Saying to sell right here. Definitely not a good time to sell. Sell right here. Okay, potentially that one, if you had a lot of patience, that one could have played out. Sell right there. Oh, good gosh, no. Sell right there. About one candle too late. You know, trying to sell up at the top right there, maybe. Selling, who knows when it showed up in this candle, but for all we know, it could have said to sell at the bottom. Saying buy on this one. Yeah, if you had, seems to be giving you that buy signal fairly early. Like if you like waited one more pullback, you would at least have better odds of not getting wrecked. Sell, ugh, that didn't play out very well. I gotta say the sell signals, okay, so this one could have got you a tiny little scalp right there. The sell signals overall are not that great. Now this one could have played out okay if you hung in there. But it's interesting, you know, as money flows coming up, it's giving you sell signals. Obviously this one is terrible. You know, you'd think you'd be like, okay, you've got divergence right here, money flow coming up. You know, had another little pullback, higher low. If I were going to have it doing buy sell signals, it would have been right after this one turned back to the upside, money flow coming up, you know, making higher lows over here. So let's see here. What is it showing us right now? Okay, there's a little bit of difference between the two at the moment. So money flow did come back up into the green down here on Fu Manchu Cipher B Scalper. And looks like it's about to cross back to the downside. Whereas money flow stayed in the red. You know, VWAP did cross back like a candle or two ago. Getting potentially like a little trigger wave here. Although that's not much of an anchor wave. Didn't even really pass the 60. Did peak just above the 50 though. You know, and starting to have a downtrend going on here. You know, I gotta say, honestly, I didn't even look at these prior to making this video. I wanted to do it like straight up raw reaction, and it's a little better than I was expecting. You know, nobody really got the RSIs the same though. But the money flow is fairly close. The VWAP was very close. Momentum waves, close enough, I guess I would say. But, you know, between, obviously nobody's doing the DBSI in there. And well, the one had a fairly decent Market Cipher A. But all in all, you know, I think I shall stick with the old tried and true here. That, and on top of that, just like the Discord community in and of itself is invaluable. If anybody sees this, shout out to everybody on the Market Cipher Discord. What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing today? So, real quick, let's check out Ethereum. About the same. 813 VWAP coming down, money flow coming up a little more even than the Bitcoin. You know, RSIs have been relatively consistent. Seems like, I was going to say, it seems like we were taking a bigger dip over there on Ethereum. But yeah, another day of sideways action. Just until, what, 5 o'clock my time here. Go up to the hourly. Let's see, what are we looking at here for the near future? You know, VWAP coming up, money flow, it did just cross over into the green finally after all this little craziness right here. Like starting to look like it was going to curve back for a minute. Could potentially be that we got our little bunny hill right there and maybe continue on up. You know, I'd expect, you know, maybe a little bit of in between action. You know, I kind of had a double hump right there. Bit of a smaller little double hump right there. Suppose it depends if we pull back to... Man, that's thick. She's a thickin'. You know, if it wants to pull back to this trend line at all. And I gotta redraw all my shit. So don't need that anymore. Might leave this guy in here. You know, just for the sake of argument, you know, if this is a bit of a pattern right there, what would the target be? Yeah, like 4170. What the hell did I just bump? Yeah, it is definitely time to go and throw Gan Square back on there. I miss having my rings and fans and all that stuff. All right, let's do it. Let's we're gonna do like a macro one here. Gan Square. Pick our low spot. And let's try to line up. Does that work? Not too bad. What if I line up that intersection? Also not too bad. Let's take a closer look. So basically what I did is I lined up this intersection right here with, you know, that dip. You know, it came up to that same fan line. Not much clicking over here though. Not really a fan of that. Probably gonna have to pull this out further. Yeah, it's just a little off everywhere. What if we go to that one? Still not feeling it. What about... Okay. Okay, got a hit off of here. Couple hits off of there, hit off of there. Nice hit off of there. A little extended there. Hit off of there on this orange line down here. Still not the prettiest, but, you know, came up above that ring. Bounced a couple more times before coming up, kind of retesting. I'd almost like to see this fan line right here lining up right across the top of that. Let's see what it does to us if I try to do that. And again, if you haven't seen my little video on the Gann circles, you know, I started out trying to be all precise and all that and trying to lock up the ratio on the scales. And the one thing I found is that half the time it just doesn't come out quite as nice. I can't even see anything in here. Nope, too far. Well, it is a little bit in line there. But it kind of pulls it away from this one. Let's see here. I'm just going to throw them all in and see what we get. Okay, actually that's not terrible over here. Hitting off of there. Couple close hits there. Another one there. There. You know, if this ring were coming up, man, just, it's so close. Kind of came back, rebounced off there a little bit. Well, I'm going to leave that for a minute. I'll probably do a little fine tuning later on. What are we doing? Okay, we're pulling back a little now. Yeah, definitely on the lower time frames here, a little bit more bearish strength. We'll see if this continues on upward, at which point I would expect a higher low over here. But all right, I'm cutting it at that. And if you guys know of any other Market Cipher alternatives, let me know. We'll do another video. We'll do a comparison. I know there's one in particular that is a paid version, and the price is pretty freaking ridiculous for what it is. And any of you guys who are Market Cipher customers, you may remember where we had a meme contest a little while back that had to do with that certain Market Cipher alternative. And it just so happens I did create a number of memes myself for that. Let me see here. You know, the gag was that basically it was, you know, copied off of Market Cipher. That was one of them. You will own nothing and make no profit, and you will be happy. I've lost all my money. We need to come up with our own indicator to sell. Let's dig up accidentally free parts of Market Cipher, and we'll charge thousands. Let's just be an MC distributor. Psh, ah. Pencil neck. Yep, that's where I got the idea from that one. That was actually the original. Yeah, that's the name right there. I'm not even going to say it. If you haven't seen my super cliche thumbnail video with the super cliche title, it largely has to do with this subject right here. With the particularly thumbnails. Yeah, okay, there was a little comparison between the two. I hid everything else except for the VWAP and the momentum waves just to show what that one looked like. They're the same picture. That was one of my personal favorites that I did right there. What can I say? Okay, we're going to leave it off on this one. I'm going to leave this on the screen. Feel free to pause it. Read it if you want to. But on that note, everybody have a fantastic day, evening, morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Stay free. See you next time.